Hi everyone, welcome to this energizing yoga flow. You can do this anytime that you're just looking for a pick-me-up. Maybe it's the middle of your workday, maybe it's after work, before, whatever time. You can join me on the mat. We're going to get started standing today. So you can keep your eyes open for some balance, or if you feel okay to close your eyes, you can close your eyes here. Let's bring one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart space. Find a slight bend through those knees. And begin to tune into your breath here, into your body. Notice how you're feeling. And notice that feelings come and go. Thoughts come and go. Sensations throughout the body come and go. And the one thing that's always present is the breath. So let's really tune into that here. Good. Let's softly open our eyes if they're closed. Bring our hands by our side body and walk your feet out to be hip width apart if they aren't already. And let's begin to shake out through the knees, so rocking the hips side to side, and then let's bring our arms into it, so shake out through the arms. You might feel a little silly here, but just finding some movement, just shaking out. Get the blood flowing, shaking out through the wrist. Good. Maybe get your head into it. Rock your head side to side. You're most likely alone doing this, so just laugh at yourself. Nobody's watching. Good. We'll find some stillness. Just take a moment. Notice where your breath is at. Maybe your nerves have begun to build up, and that's okay. We just created some warmth through the body, some energy. Good. Let's inhale. Sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Grab a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Draw the body over towards the right. So breathing through the left side body, maybe step the left foot behind the right. Gaze up towards the ceiling here if that feels good. Inhale, let's come back through center. Switch sides, so grab a hold of opposite wrist, lean over towards the left. Step that right foot behind the left. Inhale, let's come back through center. Form cactus with the arms. Let's twist over to the left. Breathing here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist over to the right. On your next exhale, come back through center. Inhale, draw the elbows back, gaze up towards the ceiling, find a baby back bend. Exhale, draw elbows together, round through the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, we'll come back to neutral. Let's release those arms by our side body. Good, let's begin to find some shoulder rolls here. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, back and down. Good. Let's reverse those circles. Inhale up to your ears. Exhale forward and down. Good. We'll find some stillness. Now let's turn to step towards the top of the mat here. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Gaze follows. Exhale, find your forward fold. Fingertips meet the mat. Let's keep the left hand planted down and straighten out through the right leg. Bend through that left knee. We still have a slight bend through that right knee. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the ceiling. We're in a twist. And a hamstring stretch through the right side. Exhale, lower that right hand down. Let's switch sides. So we bend through that right knee, lengthen through the left leg, reach that left hand up. Breathe. On your next exhale, lower that left hand down. Let's plant the hands down on the mat. Step one foot back, then the other. We're in a high plank. On your exhale, lower your knees. Keep your elbows tucked into your side body as you lower your chest down to the mat. Inhale, open up through the heart space. Untuck those toes for cobra. Baby cobra is perfectly fine. On your next exhale, bend through those knees. Bring your hips back. Tuck under those toes. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Maybe pedal out through those feet. Breathing into the back sides of the legs. Good. We'll find some stillness here. Inhale, let's look towards our hands. Bend through the knees and walk your feet up to meet your hands forward, fold top of the mat. Good. Let's bring our feet in together and let your heels fall apart slightly. So your feet are in like an A-shape position. Begin to bend through those knees so that they fall into each other. Then slowly draw your spine up and reach your fingertips for the sky. So we're in chair pose here. But think of keeping a tall spine. So we don't want to sink the hips too far back and the body forward. We want to think of reaching those hands up towards the ceiling, finding the head over the knees here. Good. Bring your hands to heart center here. Now begin to walk the feet out to be hip width apart, still keeping the bend through the knees. Let's keep that right knee where it is, the right foot planted. Let's step that left foot back. We bend a bit more through that right leg. Sweep the arms up. We find ourselves in crescent. That was a funky transition that I tried. So just breathe here. Reach the hands towards the top of the mat, like we're going to grab something. Keep the right hand reaching forward. On your exhale, trace that right arm with the left hand until you find yourself in a twist over to the left side. Breathe here. On your next inhale, bring that left hand back to be reaching towards the top of the mat. Then exhale, we open that right arm out. So we're twisted over to the right. Breathe here. On your next inhale, we reach that right hand back to the top of the mat. Exhale, pivot on the back foot. Open the arms out to a T. We bend more through the front leg. We're in warrior two. Find your breath. Inhale, flip the right palm towards the ceiling. Exhale, we radiate back. Graceful warrior. Breathe through the right side body. On your next exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. We frame out the front foot, pivot on the back toes. Step your right foot back. Exhale into modified or full chaturanga. Inhale, opening through the heart space for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Breathing through the legs, just noticing how the body feels as we are beginning to build some heat. Let's bend through the knees, look towards our hands, and walk or hop our feet to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Just take a moment, let yourself hang here. Let's walk those feet back in towards each other. Heels draw slightly apart so we are in that A shape with the feet. Bend through the knees. Begin to draw yourself back up into chair pose. Take a breath. On your exhale, bring your hands to heart center and let's walk those feet out to be hip width apart. We're still bent through those knees. Keep the left foot where it is. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, elongating through that back leg. Reach the arms up. We're in crescent lunge. On your inhale, reach the hands towards the top of the mat. On your exhale, trace that left hand or left arm with the right hand until we are open into a twist to the right. So open twist here. On your next exhale, bring that right hand to be reaching back to the top of the mat. Exhale, we open that left hand out. So we're twisting to the left. Inhale, reach that left hand back to the top of the mat. Now we open out warrior two, pivot on the back foot, bend through that front knee, palms facing the mat. Breathe here. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, radiate back, graceful warrior. On your next exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, framing out the front foot, pivot on those back toes. Step your left foot back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Let's take a breath, take a beat, take a moment. Let's generously bend through the knees. This time, let's actually walk the hands to the back of the mat. So our hands meet the feet here. And let's interlace our two-piece fingers and thumb around the big toes and draw the elbows apart, drawing your body towards those knees, towards the thighs, I mean. So you can generously bend through the knees here. Good. Let's release the interlace of those toes and begin to slowly roll yourself up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, roll the shoulder blades back once we reach the top of the mat for Tadasana. Good. Take a moment here to reconnect with the breath and just notice how you're feeling. Let's bring the hands to the hips here and let's just begin to roll out through that right ankle. Good. Now let's switch sides. So roll out through the left ankle. Good. We'll find some stillness. I'm just going to turn to face you in the center of the mat, but you can stay wherever you are. And let's really begin to ground down through the left foot here and find a slight bend through that left knee and find a still point to hold your gaze. This is called your dristi. On your next inhale, begin to pivot on the right foot. So we're finding tree on the right side. You can keep your toes down on the mat for support, or you can begin to find that right foot up higher on that left thigh. Wherever you're at, just avoid that knee area. We want to protect that joint and find the hand variation that's working for you. Every time we do tree, it tends to be different, so just honor where you're at. Breathing through any wobbles or shakiness. On your next exhale, let's slowly lower the right foot back down to the mat. Let's shake out those knees. Good. We're going to find out on the opposite side. So ground down through the right foot. Find that still point again. Let's begin to pivot on that left foot and find where you want to be on this side. It could look different. A lot of times it does. So just honor that, be with that, and maybe challenge yourself a little bit this time. If we had our hands at heart center, maybe reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Maybe find a mudra with the hands, if that's part of your practice. On your next exhale, let's slowly bring the hands back to heart center if they aren't already. Then lower that left foot down. Let's shake out through those knees. Good. Now on your next inhale, let's circle the arms up towards the ceiling, palms touch. Exhale down to heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's just hold here, hands at heart center. Take a moment, notice how you feel. Notice the energy that we just created by going through that short flow but powerful. And I hope that you're able to take this energy with you off the mat for the rest of your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.